Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Valkyrie basketball here in Bozeman, Montana. Consolation Championship ball game between the Bigfork Valkyries and the Glasgow Scotties here in Bozeman. 3:30 tip-off here. James LaFontaine, the voice of the Vikes and the Vals, ready to roll with the last game for us today and for the season for Bigfork. And I'll tell you how things went here a little bit later. Let's get to the pregame show. Pregame brought to you by Flathead Mortgage, Mortgage Lender in Bigfork, 8000 Montana Highway 35, Bigfork, Montana. Scott Ritzner, 406-253-3929. That's Ritzner, R-I-C-H-N-E-R, or sritzner32@gmail.com. Sponsor of pregame. Had a chance to sit down with Courtney Gutlock, head coach of the Valkyries, prior to the game this afternoon after they won this morning convincingly, by the way, as they won at 9 o'clock, 58-40, 18-point win over Harlem. And they really came out the last two games and really played hard and really well. Like I was talking to the Jefferson guys, Bigfork and Jefferson, best two teams here, I think, and this played the state championship. Too bad they met in the first round. Anyway, this is what Courtney Gutlock had to say on the pregame show here from Bozeman, Montana. Welcome to Championship Saturday, and the Valkyries fought their way through after losing the first game to Jefferson, which I think was the championship ball game. James LaFontaine here on the pregame show. Valkyries made it to the Consolation Championship. They'll take on the Glasgow Scotties here. Tip-off here in about 30 minutes from now at 3:30. Here with head coach Courtney Gutlock of the Valkyries. Talk about your team. I really thought after that first, a hard-fought win, lost to Jefferson, but after that, you guys have really, especially in the first half coming out the gate, been really firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, no, we've definitely found our rhythm again, I feel. I think today we had a better third quarter. I think against Jefferson and Columbus, we still had really bad third quarters for whatever reason, but we stepped it up this morning, and I feel like we're playing our ball again.
Well, you seemed to, like I talked to you about before, you like those 9 a.m. games because you really come out, your kids ready to play, and that's not always the case. You know, after a loss, you got to play at 9 o'clock in the morning. You never know what team's going to show up, and you're a young team, right? You got Barrett, the senior, who's been here before, right? But everybody else is young and learning how to adjust to that, to the state tournament environment.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a different level, and I wish we got more of these kind of hard games in the regular season to prepare us for this. But I think the girls are realizing why I am so hard on the little things in practice. They're realizing that to compete at this level, we can't hurt ourselves, and we got to make sure we don't make any fundamental mistakes.
Well, yeah, I mean, you come out a big 17-6 lead after the first quarter in the last ball game. You know, pretty much Harlem was, on their after losing last night in the semifinals. Tougher, I should say, for them to come back after losing the semifinals and try to play the next morning where you had a full day's rest.
Yeah, no, absolutely. It's always hard to lose that semifinal game and turn around and have to play an early morning game. We knew they were going to be tired. We knew that we needed to push the tempo to try to get in our game, and we knew we had to shut 22 down, and we did. And
you guys did a good job against her. I think she was, 11 on the game, and nobody else was in double digits for them. So you guys did what you need. What do you have to do? And I really haven't watched. I watched a little bit of the Glasgow yesterday, but what do you have to do against them? They beat a good Malta team this morning, so we didn't see that game.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a different game than what we played with really good guards the last three games. These guys, it's a lot about their posts. They have two posts, one's 6 foot, one's 5'10", and they're real good. So we really actually have to shut down more of the inside game this game than the outside.
Well, I look back all the way back to Kellogg, and then and their big post, right? You guys pretty much shut her down, and maybe fronting them and put somebody on the backside. So looking forward to what you're going to do there. They're going to try to jam it inside. If you can clog up the middle, right? That forces them to shoot outside and you never know how they're going to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's our plan going forward. If they start hitting from the outside, we'll have to make some adjustments. I don't think their guards is as strong ball handling, so we might be doing more half-court pressure, full-court pressure. We'll just kind of see how the game goes.
Yeah, I think I see you guys mixing up the defense a little more, man-to-man, and then going zone, changing at times. That kind of makes them have to mentally change for the other team. You can do the same thing in this ball game.
Yeah, no, we're going to start how we always start, mixing it up. Kind of, it gives us a good idea what might work, what might not, and it helps keep them out of a comfort zone.
Well, and one thing I really noticed, especially after the first game, looked like Braden, Emma have kind of adjusted to the environment here, and especially shooting the ball from distance a lot better than before. Always taking it in the middle. Those are good shots, but making a couple threes. And you only took 7 in the last ball game, 2 of 7. Take it inside. You don't need to shoot those long balls.
Yeah, no, I definitely. It helps when we're shooting and making them from the perimeter because it pulls the defense out more. I'm thinking with these posts, we're probably going to have to do some of that.
Well, making from the outside, you got Nadu and underneath Chapius, and then obviously Braden maybe taking advantage of some of that as well, feeding her into the post. So I'm looking forward to the Days ball game, last game of the season. So I suppose you're excited. The kids are excited about that. They really fought hard coming back. It's always tough to do that when you lose that first game. But a good experience for the future for them. And I'm really looking forward to see, you're one of 2 teams, the ones that win the Constellation Championship, the championship, that win their last game of the season.
Yeah, no, that's our goal to win out definitely today.
Well, I hope you guys come out and play like you guys playing. If you do that, you guys will be just fine, like you always are. The team that I've seen all season, the last couple of games especially. So good luck today, Coach. Thanks for going on the pregame show. And you get a chance, after you take care of business, you can come over and see me. We can talk afterwards before you guys leave and before you head home. So
sounds good.
All right, Courtney, thanks again.
Thank you. Thanks, Jamie.
All right, head coach Courtney Gutlock on the pregame show here from Bozeman, Montana. About 5 almost 6 minutes. We'll have tip-off here. We'll have the pregame festivities, new session. So we'll probably have the anthem as well. It's the Valkyries taking on the Scotties here. Consolation semifinal action here from Bozeman, Montana. Class B state tournament. And the Valkyries warming up, getting ready to go. And Flathead Mortgage bringing you the pregame show and pregame interview. James LaFontaine with you, and you can either chat with me on YouTube or text me, 406-270-7384. Let me know you're listening out there. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. Starting lineups brought to you by Gunlock Construction, Troy Gunlock, general contractor, complete home design, builds, and remodels. 406-250-2396 or tgunlockconstruction at gmail.com. So starting lineup, first of all, for Glasgow, it'll be a captain number 5, 5'7" senior, Abrianna Nielsen. 5'2" senior, captain number 10, Blair Westby. At 5'4", senior, captain number 12, Tyann Graham. 5'7" junior, number 15, Daly Ani. Excuse me, and a 5'10" junior, number 20, Carly Nelson. So Nelson, the post getting started. The other one, Aspen Stoke, 6' junior. The other post that Courtney Gunlock was talking about. So Scotties led by head coach Cammie Graham. This is by Jamie Hughes, Corey Love, and Linda Hoodima for the Scotties. Starting lineup for the Valkyries today. Final game of the season. 5'8" senior, captain number 11, Emma Barrett. At 5'10", junior, number 14, Madison Chapius. 5'7", freshman, number 15, Ava Davey. At 5'11", freshman, number 21, Braden Gunlock. And then the post in the middle, 5'11", junior, captain number 22, Scott Nadeau. Head coach Courtney Gunlock, this is by Brandy Couture, Jasper Torres, and Paula Sullivan. We're about ready to roll here from Bozeman, Montana. I will take a short break and be back with the tip-off anthem, and all that stuff. Lots of Bigfork people flowing in the crowd and ready on the other side. I can see them and getting ready for today's ball game. Thanks for joining me. Appreciate it as always. I'll be back here from Bozeman, Montana with a tip here in about 3 minutes as the Scotties take on the Valkyries. Consolation Championship battle for third place here from Bozeman, Montana. All right, welcome back to Bozeman Class B State Basketball Tournament here from Bozeman, Montana. Consolation Championship ball game. The Valkyries taking on the Scotties here. Ready to tip about 3:30. Up, it should stay up here. Got to get ready for presentation of the flags. And then the national anthem. Officials over there, they're getting ready to go here from Bozeman, Montana. Glad you're joining me. Text me, 270-7384, or chat with me on BFSD events. So Valkyries and Scotties, a cheer team, bringing out the flags. Presentation of the colors, and then the national anthem played by the Bigfork High School pep band. So about ready to roll here. So getting ready for game number 11. It's Consolation Championship. Valkyries in their home whites, powder blue, light blue numbers and lettering. And the Scotties in their red uniforms, white numbers and lettering. And we'll stay right here. Presentation of the colors and then the national anthem here from Bozeman, Montana. Nice job, the Bigfork High School Pep Band playing the national anthem. The color presented by both the Bigfork and Glasgow cheerleaders here. And we're ready to roll here. And I'll do the starting lineups, and we'll get tip-off here from Bozeman, Montana. Consolation Championship ball game. Chance to get some hardware. Third place on the line for the Valkyries and the Scotties. Here we go is right here from Bozeman, Montana. And tip-off going to be brought to you by Glacier Bank. Go Bikes and Valves to your friends at Glacier Bank. Member FDIC. Unlock the 5'11 freshman. Ronnie. Carly Nelson. We're ready to roll here in Bozeman, Montana, ready for tip. Gunlock should be probably going up, I would say, against Carly Nelson, and we'll double check that here as we get ready for the tip from Bozeman, Montana. James LaFontaine, the voice of the Vikes and the Vals. Glad to be with you. One more game here on the regular season for the Valkyries, and postseason wrapping things up. Not a better way than at the state tournament. One of 8 teams to qualify. And Gunlock, again, will go up against Nelson for the tip. And we're ready to go here from Bozeman, Montana. Tossing it up, Gunlock will tip it. Give it to Davey. So Bigfork starting off quickly. Barrett looking to drive. Floats it off the glass, no good. Rebounded there by Nelson. Nelson will get it over to Westby. Westby over to Nielsen. Back out to Westby. Over to Graham. Graham underneath. Looking to feed it in the post. Stolen away by Gunlock on the pass intended for Nelson. Gunlock quickly up. Davey off the glass. Left-handed. Scores the first 2 points for the Valkyries. And they're ready to out and run. 2-0 on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. Graham gets to Westby, baseline underneath. Knocked away by Scout Nadeau, intended for Nelson, and Gunlock comes up with it. Gunlock, right wing, over to Barrett. 3-point shot on the way for Davey, in and out, but right there, Gunlock gets the rebound, puts it back up off the glass for 2. Now a 4-0 lead on the Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. So the Valkyries coming out ready to run here early and often. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Westby with the basketball. Trying to feed it underneath. Gets it down, baseline. Out to Nielsen. Nielsen dumps it underneath. Knocked away by Scout Nadeau. Gives it up to Davey. Davey quickly up. Going to drive up, in. Off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Westby for Glasgow. So Glasgow have a hard time getting inside to Nelson. Good defense by Bigfork. Nadeau knocks it away again. Pass intended underneath for Ani. Out to Westby. 3-point shot on the way. Top of the key is good by Graham for the Scotties. Gunlock across the timeline for Bigfork. Gunlock over to Davey. Baseline Nadeau. Underneath feeds Chapius. Chapius goes up. No foul called as Ani comes out with a rebound. We'll give it over to Graham. Graham corner to Nielsen. Back out to underneath. Feeds it to Ani. Ani driving baseline on Nadeau. Nadeau stopping her. Stolen away and knocked away. Chapius loses it on the baseline. turnover. Yeah, it will be Scotties basketball. Number 30, Sabrina Harsh in the junior for the Scotties. 5:43 to go, 4-3 Valkyries lead. On your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard, out near half court is Harsh. She'll give it over to Graham. Graham will give it up to Westby. Back out to Graham, top of the key, right side, right wing. Nielsen trying to drive. Underneath, Westby with a basketball. Westby left side, guarded. Nielsen looking out, nearly stole by Gunlock. And off of Nielsen. So pressure defense put on the 5'11 freshman, Braden Gunlock. And Barrett gets it into Gunlock. 5:16 to go. Over to Barrett from Gunlock. Looking back to Gunlock. Gunlock looking. Barrett top of the key. Underneath Chapius. Chapius looking. Driving. Up. Under. Puts it up. Off the glass. No good. Battling for the rebound. And coming out with his Ani for Glasgow. And up the right side to Nielsen. Nielsen will give it up to Westby. Westby over to Graham. Graham guarded by Gunlock. Man-to-man defense by the Valkyries. Puts it in the corner to Nielsen. Back out to Graham. Westby trying to drive. Fouls on Ava Davey, her first team foul. And looked like Westby just went down on her own. Number 10 comes out of the ball game. 15 back in. That's Ani. Gunlock guarding Nielsen. Gets it out to Graham. Graham top of the key, guarded by Barrett. Underneath, 20, Nielsen. Nelson has no room to go. Ani underneath, looking for Harsh. Far side, three-point side of the way. That looks dropsing is Nielsen. The Scotties take a 6-4 lead on your Gunlock Construction scoreboard. Gunlock across the timeline, 4:10 to go. Over to Barrett. Barrett, top of the key, will give it up to Davey. Davey looking. Scout Nadeau. Nadeau, top of the key for Bigfork. Gives it up to Gunlock. Gunlock on the right wing. Gunlock looking. Looking to drive. Gunlock drive. Left hand off the glass, no good. Chapius battling. Out of bounds off Chapius. It'll be Scotty basketball. Valkyries trail 4-6 on your Gunlock Construction scoreboard. With 3:48 to go here in the first quarter. And Graham with the basketball for the Scotties. Looking underneath. Finds Nelson back out to Graham in the corner. To Ani underneath. Nelson knocked away by Bigfork. Up under. Traveling violation by Nielsen. And Bigfork basketball on the turnover. 3:32 to go here in the first quarter. Consolation championship. Final ball game for both. Gunlock gives it up to Barrett. Barrett looking back to Gunlock right side, right wing. Back to Barrett. Barrett top of the key. Thought about the three. This time Gunlock will shoot it. Drains it from the right side for three by Braden Gunlock. And a 7-6 Gunlock Construction scoreboard lead for the Valkyries. 3:10 to go here in the first quarter. Give it up. Graham. Over to Nielsen. Nielsen looking to drive. Kicks it out to Graham. Far side, Ani in the corner. Nielsen, three-point shot by Nielsen. Over. Misses it. Chapius grabs the rebound. She'll give it up to Gunlock. Gunlock in the backcourt. Under 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Gunlock out. Looking. Barrett, top of the key. Over to Davey on the left wing. Back out to Barrett. He's got Scout Nadeau at the free throw line. Davey. Barrett. Far right's wing to Barrett. Up under. Chapius tries to go up. Misses the shot. Rebounded by Gunlock. Gunlock up. Going to throw up left-handed. Misses it short. Gets her own rebound. Puts it up. Short again. Gets fouled and will go to the free throw line. Howitzer. Let's go Vows. First personal on Harsh. First team foul. Gunlock at the line to shoot two. Gunlock will get one more for the Valkyries. with 2:22 to go here in quarter number one. Gunlock's second shot up is good. So second game for both teams today. So we'll see who has the legs left to finish this one off. 8-6 Valkyries lead on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. Underneath Nelson. As Chapey is trying to front her, and maybe Madison's foul. Chapius. First personal, second team foul on Bigfork. Inbound Nielsen. They'll give it up to Graham. Graham in the corner to Ani, looking underneath for Nelson. Nelson gets it. Chapius knocks it away. Gunlock with the basketball. Quickly up, finds Barrett. Barrett on the breakaway. Up, layup off the glass for two. And nice pass by Gunlock. 10-6 now on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. The Valkyries lead. Graham with the basketball for the Scotties. Over to Nielsen. Nielsen out. 2-3 zone by Bigfork. Graham looking. Trying to front, deny the pass inside for the Scotties. They try to go to their post. Talked about that Ani underneath the Nelson. Knocked away by Nadeau, and she's going to get called for the personal. And that'll be her first personal. Scout Nadeau's third team foul on the Valkyries with 1:33 to go. Number 10, Westby back in the lineup. Up, under, off the glass, misses it. Up, under again, misses it. Nadeau fighting and battling with Harsh. Ball out of bounds off Glasgow. It will be Bigfork basketball, 1:27 to go. Valkyries with a 10-6 lead on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. Barrett with the basketball across the timeline. Over to Gunlock, back to Barrett. Barrett, long three-pointer from the top of the key. College range three, drains it, and a 7-point lead for Bigfork. 1:10 to go. Westby will give it up. Check that, Westby with the basketball. Got it from Graham. Over to Ani. And Ani going to get called with a player control foul as she knocks Ava Davey down. And Davey hurting. Takes a shot to the midsection. And number 10, Ellie Jort will come in for Davey. That's the first on Ani. Second team foul. Gunlock, top of the key with the basketball. Over to Barrett. Barrett underneath Chapius, looking back door. Barrett, three-point shot on the way. Little strong off the glass and rebounded there by Glasgow. Number 12, that's Graham. Graham will get it over. Ani, right wing, guarded by Gunlock, looking to drive. Gunlock cuts her off on a baseline. Give it up to Westby. Underneath Nelson. Nelson drops it in. Over Chapius. 30 seconds to go. And Gunlock across the timeline. 13-8 now on your Hanson Excavating scoreboard. Over to Jort. Jort right wing, back out to Barrett. Looking for one shot. Chapius gets it right back to Barrett. Barrett off the glass. Misses it. Gunlock right there. Rebound, puts it in. Off the glass for two. 15-8. 6 seconds to go. Westby with the basketball. Shoots it up. Off the rim, no good. And that's the end of one. With Graham missing the three at the buzzer. So on your Hanson Excavating scoreboard, 1 quarter complete. The Valkyries 15, the Scotties 8. Here from Bozeman, Montana. I'll be back with the second quarter and the rest of the first half in this Consolation Championship ball game. All right, welcome back. Here in Bozeman, Montana, Consolation Championship ball game. A chance for third place. The Valkyries leading after one, 15-8 on their Hanson Excavating scoreboard. And Glasgow will get the ball to start the second quarter. Nielsen back in the ball game. We'll give it up to Westby. Ani as well. Nelson nearly stolen. Ani shoots it up short. And right there, Nadeau grabs the rebound, gives it up. Davey back in the lineup for Bigfork. Takes it up the left side. And looking to set it up. Barrett, the starters back in for Bigfork. Barrett, Davey, Chapius, Gunlock, and Nadeau. Backdoor, Chapius. And knocked out of bounds by Nielsen. It'll remain Bigfork basketball. So Nielsen in the ball game. Westby. Harsh. Nelson and Ani for Glasgow. No. Quickly out. 3-point shot on the way. Off the rim, no good. Nadeau battling with Harsh. Harsh grabs the rebound for Glasgow. Quickly up. Westby with the basketball. Gets it over to Nielsen. Nielsen looking underneath and trying to find Nelson. And knocked away by Chapius. Pass intended for Ani. Glasgow basketball on the side. Nielsen to trigger the inbound. She'll get it out to Westby. Back to Nielsen, baseline. Nielsen trying to drive right into Nadeau. Nadeau knocks it off of Nielsen. It'll be Bigfork basketball on the turnover. Barrett will get it in to Gunlock. Back to Barrett. Barrett over to Gunlock. Gunlock thought about the three. Gives it up to Barrett. Barrett will back to Gunlock. Right side. Chapius looking. Underneath. Had Gunlock traveling, going to the basket. A little bit late on it. And Nielsen knocks it out of bounds for Glasgow. It'll be Bigfork basketball underneath. Ava Davey to trigger for the Valkyries. 6:55 to go. Davey looking underneath. Barrett. And she steps out of bounds on the blue line. And turnover by Bigfork. That blue line getting a lot of folks. And Glasgow, Ani inbounds to Westby. Westby back to Ani. Looking to drive on Davey. Right there. Nadeau knocked it away. Pass intended for Nelson. And Bigfork well scouted this Scotties team. Ani goes out. Graham comes back in for the Scotties. Inbound to Nelson. Nelson guarded by Chapius. Gets it underneath to Harsh. Harsh looking to drive. Right into Nadeau. Fights through it and gets it off the glass for two. 15-10 now on your Flathead Mortgage scoreboard. Valkyries lead by 5. 6:28 to go. Barrett over to Gunlock. Gunlock looking. Back to Barrett. Barrett has Gunlock. Underneath Chapius. Chapius looking to drive back door. Chapius looking. Driving. In. Up. Under. Chapius left hand off the glass. No good. Gunlock gets the rebound. Puts it back up. Got fouled and she'll go to the free throw line. That's on number 5, Nielsen. And that's Nielsen's first. Third team foul on Glasgow. And Gunlock at the line to shoot 2. First shot is good. Nothing but the bottom of the net. And she'll get one more. With 6:09 to go here till halftime. Gunlock. Shot up is good. 17-10, 7-point lead for Bigfork on your Gilliard Painting scoreboard. Trap. Harsh. Finds Nielsen underneath to Nelson. Nelson blocked by Gunlock. And they're going to call a foul on her. Gunlock, that's her first 4-team foul at the line, number 20. Carly Nelson to shoot 2. First shot off the back of the rim, no good. She'll get one more. Here with 6 minutes exactly to go till halftime. Second shot by Nelson, no good. Rebounded there by Ava Davey. Harsh grabs it away from Davey and loses it. No, off of Bigfork, they say. Off of Chapius and out of bounds. Glasgow ball in the corner. Gets it out to Graham. Graham, Nielsen, top of the key. Guarded by Gunlock. Graham now on the basketball, guarded by Barrett. Underneath to Harsh. Harsh trying to go on. And she traveled. She took steps. No, she hopped on her way to the basket. That's a traveling violation and turnover to the Valkyries. 5:44 to go. Gunlock into the front court for Bigfork. Chapius, free throw line, back to Gunlock, give and go, up with the left hand is good. And Gunlock, Bigfork with a 19-10 lead. Harsh with the basketball. Harsh way out. Pressure defense put on by Bigfork. Gives it out to Westby. Nielsen nearly loses it. And Bigfork basketball. Timeout taken by the Scotties. 5:19 to go. And a full timeout taken by Glasgow. With 5:19 to go till halftime. And the Valkyries up 19-10 on your Gilliard Painting scoreboard. I'll take a break and be right back here with the rest of the first half from Bozeman, Montana. All right, we're back in Bozeman. Consolation Championship ball game. The Valkyries taking on the Scotties of Glasgow. It'll be Bigfork basketball. 5:19 to go till halftime, and up 19-10 on your Gilliard Painting scoreboard. Gunlock into the front court, over to Barrett. Barrett looking. He'll give it up to Gunlock. In the corner, Nadeau. Three-point shot. Nadeau hits it from the left corner for Bigfork. 22-10 now. A 12-point lead. 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Ani. Basketball. Over to Westby. Graham. Nielsen. Right side. Pressure defense by Bigfork. Ani in the corner. Trapping. Underneath. Nelson grabs it. Loses it. Barrett with the basketball for Bigfork. So Bigfork putting their wheel on. Over to Davey. Davey left wing. Top of the key, Barrett. Barrett looking underneath. Ava Davey looking, gives it to Chapius. Chapius looking, gives it up. Knocked away by Ani. Pass intended for Gunlock. We'll give it up to Westby. Westby gives it up to Graham. Graham out. We'll give it up to Westby at top of the key. Nielsen, far side, underneath. Ani, baseline jumper is good. From about 15 feet. I apologize for the coughing. Barrett will give it over to Gunlock. Gunlock looking underneath in the corner. Nadeau looking to drive. Up under. Gives it to Chapius. Chapius up under. Passes it out. Barrett, three-point shot. Top of the key. In and out. No good. Chapius right there battling for the rebound. Getting on the floor. And coming up with the loose ball is number 12, Graham, for the Scotties. She'll come up left side. Stolen away by Gunlock. Long hands. Gives it up to Davey. Davey quickly. 2-on-1. Takes it in. And off the glass. And Davey will go to the line to shoot free throws as she got fouled on the way in. Westby, her first personal, 14th foul. And Ava Davey at the line for the Valkyries to shoot two. Davey's first shot. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Chapius to get a break. And Kali Gambala comes into the ballgame for Bigfork. Nelson goes out. And Harsh back in for the Scotties. Ani gets the rebound. Nielsen with the basketball. 23-12, 11-point lead, 3:32 to go on your Glacier Bank scoreboard. In the corner, Ani underneath the Harsh. Nadeau right there. And Nadeau is going to get called for the foul coming down. And that'll be her second, I believe. 15th foul. So Nadeau with two fouls now here in the first half. 3:25 to go. Shot short by Harsh, and she'll get one more. And one more for Harsh at the free throw line. 3:25 to go. Second shot up is good. 10-point lead, 23-13. Barrett into Gunlock. Back to Barrett. Coach calling out a play. Over to Gunlock. Gunlock looking underneath. Finds Davey. Davey fakes the three, gives it up to Barrett. Barrett top of the key, driving underneath. Finds Nadeau. Three-point shot by Nadeau from the left side. No good, off the rim. And rebounded there by Graham. Graham quickly up. Gets it over to Ani. Right side. Nielsen. Back to Westby. Westby on the drive. Nielsen looking to drive. Right there is Gunlock. Over to Graham. Graham top of the key. Knocked away. Ani with the basketball. He's going to drive in. Kick it over. Nielsen three-point shot on the way. No good, off the rim. No, and Harsh comes up with the rebound. Harsh up and under off the glass. Nadeau backing off. She has two personals. And Harsh scores for the Scotties. 2:32 to go. Gunlock gets it from Davey now. Back to Gunlock. Over to Barrett. Over to Ava Davey. Ava Davey looking up. Going to give it up to Gunlock. They're going to set it up. Back to Davey, top of the key. Barrett looking underneath, pointing out what to do. Barrett will give it up to Davey. Davey looking to drive. Back to Barrett. Barrett looking. Going to drive in, up, under, off the glass. Misses it, no good. Nadeau grabs the rebound, tries to go up with it. And no call there. 2:01 to go. Chapius will come in for Scout Nadeau. Nadeau with those two personals. Coach is going to get her out so she didn't pick up that third. 23-15, 8-point lead, under 2 minutes to go. Nielsen with the basketball. Drives over the left side. Guarded by Gunlock. Nearly knocked away. Graham. Ani. Three-point shot missed. Everything. Chapius comes up with it. Gunlock. Barrett had went down. Gives it up to Barrett. Barrett looking to drive. Davey with the basketball. Gunlock over to Chapius. Chapius looking underneath. Back out to Gunlock. Three-point shot by Gunlock is good. Braden Gunlock, the freshman, drains another three. 26-15 now on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. 1:14 to go here in the first half. Westby nearly losing it out of bounds is Nielsen. Gets it underneath. Ani throws up the hook. No good. Right there is Harsh. Puts it up. Gets fouled by Callie Gambala. That's her first. 16th foul with 1:01 to go here in the first half. At the line, Sabrina Hart shooting two. First shot rolls on the front of the rim, off the backboard, and drops. And she'll get one more. 10-point lead for the Valkyries. 1:01 to go. Second shot up. Too hard off the rim. Right there is Chapius with a rebound. Under a minute to go. Barrett, as Gunlock calls out a play. Barrett gets it over to Chapius in the front court. Chapius looking to drive. Backdoor, Barrett. Barrett up, under, throws it up. Off the glass, no good. Rebounded there by Ani. For Glasgow, quickly gets it up to Westby. Westby over to Nielsen. Back out to Westby. Westby, Ani, right side, looking underneath to Harsh. Harsh double teamed. And a foul. Whistle blows. And that'll put them in the 1-1. Gunlock second. 7th foul. And back to the line. 1-1 this time for Harsh. She makes the first one, so she'll get the bonus. 31.6 to go here in the first half. Second shot on the way. This one's good. 26-18. 30 seconds to go. Gunlock with a basketball for Bigfork. Gets it over to Chapius. Chapius looking. Goes over to Davey. Davey looking to drive all the way in. Blocked by Harsh. As Davey takes it right at Harsh, the junior, at 5'7". 20 seconds to go. Inbounding is Gunlock. Gunlock out to Barrett. Barrett looking. Underneath, finds Chapius. Knocked away by Harsh. Ani with the basketball. Will bring it up. Gives it over. Nielsen thought about it. On the way, three-point shot, no good. Harsh right there with the rebound, puts it in, and gets fouled, goes to the free throw line. That's a third personal on Gunlock. as she grabs the rebound. 4.5 to go, 26-20. Shot up is good as she made the 26-21. Dunlop quickly up to Barrett. Barrett looking. 1 second, three-point shot of the way. Oh, off the glass, would have been good. And falls off the rim. So Glasgow fights back after being down. And the Valkyries lead 26-21 here at halftime on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. And we'll be back with your halftime stats here from Bozeman, Montana. Valkyries lead by 5, 26-21. Here at halftime, Consolation Championship ball game. And I'll be back with you momentarily. Well, welcome back to Bozeman, Montana. Halftime stats. Valkyries kind of let the Scotties back in it. So looking at percentage-wise, Glasgow shooting 60% in the first, 44 the second, 50% overall. 2 of 7 for three-point range, 5 of 9 from the free throw line. For the Valkyries, 26 at half, 37, 38% in the first, dropped down to 27% in the second, 33% overall. So 9 of 27, 4 of 10 from three-point range, 40%, not bad. 4 of 6 in the free throw line for Glasgow, leading the way. 3 for Nielsen, 3 for Graham, 2 apiece for Ani and Nelson, but Harsh leading the way with 11 off the bench for the Scotties, 21 overall. For the Valkyries, 15 for Gunlock. Barrett with 5, 3 for Davey, 3 for Daydew, and 26 overall. Turnovers, Bigfork, 18 turnovers in the first half. You can't do that and win basketball games. A lot of those turnovers late. In the paint, 8 apiece. Second chance, Bigfork 7, 6 for Glasgow. Fast breaks 1 for Bigfork. Bench scoring, Glasgow getting 11. Most of those points are all coming from Sabrina Harsh, number 30, off the bench, and got to find an answer for that. She didn't start the ball game, but she's doing a good job here. That's your halftime stats here from Bozeman, Montana. Hey, teamwork. Northwoods Energy salutes all the players, coaches, and fans of Montana High School Association sports. Montana students instill pride in all of us and inspire us with their teamwork. Northwestern Energy team members also believe in the power of teamwork. Working together, we can continue a tradition of dedicated service. Northwestern Energy, a proud sponsor of the Montana High School Association. Well, the Valkyries back out. Going to warm up for the second half. And the Bigfork High School Pep Band playing here as well. Halftime, again, brought to you by Hanson Excavating. Demolition, site preparation, excavating, grading. In business for 30 years. Fred Hanson, 837-1051 or hansonexcavating.com. I'll be back with the second half here from Bozeman, Montana momentarily as the Valkyries lead the Scotties 26-21. All right, back in Bozeman, Montana, halftime over. And Bigfork will get the possession to start the second half. The same starters. You got Barrett, Davey, Chapius, Gunlock, and Daydew. For Glasgow, looked like they have the same starters. Nielsen's out there, Westby, Graham, Anu, and Nelson. Waiting for the clock to wind down, get things going. Second half tip-off brought to you by Glacier Bank. Glacier Bank, your home, your bank. Member FDIC. Barrett to inbound. Gets it to Davey in the backcourt. Across the timeline, gives it to Barrett. Barrett underneath Gunlock. Gunlock going to take advantage. Out to Davey. Davey fakes a three-point shot, drives in, gives it to Gunlock. Off the glass for 2 with a left hand. Gunlock now with 17. Glasgow. Basketball. Pressure put on by Bigfork in the backcourt. Over to Nielsen. Nielsen right side. Going to get trapped. Gives it up to Graham. Graham underneath. Knocked away by Daydew. Daydew playing good defense as that ball was intended for Nelson. And knocked away out of bounds. It'll be Scotty basketball. 7:31 to go here in the third quarter. 28-21, the Valkyries lead on your Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. And Glasgow's going to call for the team control foul. 15. Ani with the second personal, first team foul. And Chapius to inbound for Bigfork. So full court pressure put on by the Scotties. Chapius gets it back from Gunlock. Barrett underneath, finds full court all the way. Nice pass to Davey. Davey with the left hand. And 30-21. So Bigfork out quickly here in the third quarter. Nielsen right side tries to get underneath. Ani right there, puts it up off the glass and going to get fouled by Barrett. And the bucket is good, and she'll go to the free throw line. That is Barrett's first team foul in the second half. Ani's free throw is missed. Run down by Nelson. Out to Graham. Graham over to Nielsen underneath. Nelson throws it up. No good. Right there. Barrett with the rebound for Bigfork. Looking up the court. Barrett's going to bring it across the timeline for the Valkyries. Under 7 minutes to go. Over to Davey. Davey looking. Back to Barrett. Barrett looking. Davey, top of the key, going to set something up for the Valkyries. Davey with the basketball, looking underneath. Gives it to Chapius. Stolen away by Westby. Westby going to go in for the layup. Left hand puts it in for two. Chapius inbound to Barrett. Barrett looking. Gets it up to Gunlock. Gunlock in the front court for Bigfork. Gives it up to Chapius. Chapius looking up and under. Left hand, nice move. Gunlock grabs the rebound, and she gets fouled. Nice move by Chapius, but she was a little bit short. Gunlock with the rebound, and Harsh will come off the bench for Nelson. Harsh had big success in the first half, 11. Underneath, Chapius. Chapius looking. Underneath, out to Davey. Davey, top of the key. Barrett with the basketball. Chapius. Barrett trying to drive in. Chapius gets the rebound. Looking. Underneath, out to Barrett. Barrett, three-point shot on the way is good. That's a college three-point shot by Barrett. She drains it. Under 5:55 to go. Ani driving on Chapius. Off the glass, no good. Harsh gets the rebound over the top of Bigfork. Gets another rebound, puts it up. Gets the rebound again. Harsh trying to throw it up. Somebody needs to box her out. 5:43 to go. 33-25. Valkyries lead. Second personal on Chapius. And Harsh at the line for two. First shot rolls around, drops for the Scotties. So 33-26 now on your Montana Athletic Club scoreboard. And Harsh with one more. Second shot is good. They list her at 5'7". I think she's taller than the other girl. Chapius gets the rebound pass. Quickly up. Nadeau. Nadeau runs it down. Out. Barrett on the drive. Up. Under. Back out to Nadeau. Barrett looking. Top of the key to Davey. Over to Gunlock. Gunlock on the right side. Looking to drive on Ani. And grab there by Ani's third personal. And third team foul. And she'll go out of the ball game for Glasgow. Out to Barrett. Barrett looking to drive. Harsh grabs her and call on the tie-up. It'll be Glasgow basketball with the arrow. 33-27, 6-point lead. Harsh out. We'll give it up to Graham. Westby underneath, knocked away by Scout Nadeau. Quickly up. Emma Barrett trying to go in. Up, off the glass. Blocking foul on Westby. And Barrett will go to the line to shoot two. 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Shot up is good by Barrett, and she'll get one more. That's third one on Westby. Ani and Westby both with three now for the Scotties. Second shot is good for Bigfork. And the whistle blows. Look like timeout. A full timeout taken by the Valkyries. 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Valkyries up by 8, 35-27. on your Gunlock Construction scoreboard. And I'll take a break here from Bozeman, Montana. All right, we're back in Bozeman, Montana. Wrapping up the timeout here. Valkyries up by 8, 35-27. On your Gunlock Construction scoreboard, it'll be Glasgow basketball. Gunlock, the starters in for Bigfork. And Nelson and Harsh in for Glasgow. Nielsen, far side. Nelson's all the way open underneath. They didn't see her. And Westby with the basketball. In the corner, finds Nelson, knocked away. And Ava Davey picks up loose ball. Chapius knocking away. Or actually, Nadeau knocked it away for Nelson. Chapius got it out to Davey. And Davey brings it up, gives it up to Gunlock. Gunlock near half court for the Valkyries. 4:35 to go. Underneath, Chapius. Chapius looking. Going to bring it out. Gives it up to Davey. Davey over to Barrett. Barrett in the corner. Gunlock left side. Chapius, three-point shot on the way by Chapius. Off the rim, no good. Nelson and Harsh can't figure out who's supposed to grab it. And gives it to Harsh. And Graham with the basketball. Over to Westby. Back to Graham. Westby. Graham. Trying to get under Nelson, but Nadeau right there for defense. And Nielsen with the basketball. She'll give it up to Graham. Corner, Westby. Westby, far side. Nelson out. Nielsen, three-point shot on the way. A long three. Misses everything. And Westby with a rebound. Out to Graham. Nielsen looking underneath. Left side. Blocked and away. Nadeau nearly had it. Taken by Graham. Or Westby, excuse me. Chapius with the basketball. She'll give it up to Davey in the backcourt. So Davey will bring it across the timeline for Bigfork as she's guarded by Graham. Over to Barrett. Barrett left side, backside. Right side. Underneath. Chapius looking. Go up against Harsh. Off the glass. No good. Nadeau tips it out. Barrett, three-point shot of the way, off the rim, no good. Battling for it. Chapius hustles the ball down. And Davey, three-point shot by Davey, off the rim, no good. Chapius kicking it out. And fighting with Harsh, grabs it. Nadeau with a shot short, off the rim. This time, the Scotties come up with it as Westby with the basketball. She'll give it over. Long shot by Graham, three-point shot, no good. Chapius owning the boards for the Valkyries. And Gunlock now with the basketball. 35-27, 2:44 to go to the third quarter. Barrett looking underneath Chapius. Chapius at the free throw line. Gives it up to Gunlock. Davey looking to drive. Baseline jumper is good. From about 10 feet by Ava Davey. And a 10-point lead. Timeout taken. With 2:30 to go here in the third quarter. 30-second timeout. Valkyries lead 37-27 on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. And a nice shot there by Davey. Gets it, drives into about 10 feet, and drains it for two. And the Valkyries with a 10-point lead. 406-270-7384. Text me, or you can chat with me on BSFD Events streaming, and I'll give a shout-out to you. And the Valkyries really stepping it up. Increased the lead after giving up most of it, or some of it, I should say, in the first half. And really stepping up the pressure. Madison Chapius, a little bit of a sore ankle. And really gutting it out. Playing well here, owning the boards. Ani on the drive, on Chapius. Kicks it out, Nielsen. Nielsen guarded by Gunlock. So give it over to Graham. Graham looking to drive on Davey. In the corner, Ani. Knocked out of bounds by Barrett. It'll remain Glasgow basketball. And Graham to inbound for the Scotties. 2:15 to go. Graham looking. Feeds it to Nelson. Nelson baseline jumper. No good. Right there is Harsh with the rebound off the glass for 2. Chapius over to Barrett. Quickly up to Davey. Davey out to Barrett with the basketball. 2 minutes to go. Over to Gunlock. Gunlock looking underneath. Looking to drive. Gives it up to Barrett. Barrett back to Chapius. Chapius free throw line. Looking in the corner. Finds Scout Nadeau. Nadeau, nice drop step. Puts it off the glass for 2. 1:43 to go and counting here in the third quarter. 39-29 on your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. Ani, quick side. Barrett steps in front, grabs it. Oh, had Gunlock underneath the Harsh. Harsh spin move off the glass, no good. Harsh gets the rebound, throws it up, and she'll go to the free throw line. Barrett, her second personal and third team foul. And Harsh, Sabrina Harsh to the line to shoot 2. Rolls it in for 2, or first free throw, 39-30, 1:26 to go. On your Flathead Lake Lodge scoreboard. Second one is good by Harsh. Chapius will inbound to Gunlock for Bigfork. Over to Barrett. 8-point lead for the Valkyries. Barrett will hold it out, looking for one shot. Into Chapius, free throw line. Chapius looking. Backdoor to Davey. Davey up, under. Get called for the traveling violation. And Glasgow with the basketball. Graham. Ani, left side, back to Graham. Ani in the left corner. Graham. Nielsen. Graham, far side, Ani. Guarded by Barrett. Baseline, Davey right there. Gonna steal it. Underneath the Harsh. Harsh off the glass, no good. Gets her own rebound, puts it back up. Into Gunlock. 6-point lead for Bigfork with 40 seconds to go. Barrett across the timeline for the Valkyries. Gives it up. Chapius looking back door. Scout Nadeau got fouled as she went up. And that foul will be on Harsh. Her second 15 foul. Nadeau to the line to shoot 2 for the Valkyries. 30 seconds to go. Nadeau's shot in and out. She'll get one more. Number 10, Westby, will replace Harsh. And Nadeau at the line, one more. Second shot is good. 40, 33, 30 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Westby across the timeline, gives it up to Graham. Graham back out to Westby. 2-3 zone by Bigfork. Nielsen, Westby. Westby with the basketball. Nielsen stolen away by Barrett. Barrett's going to go coast to coast. Off the glass, scores 2. 12 seconds to go. Quickly in. Graham with the basketball. 7 seconds. Over the corner, Nielsen. Nielsen nowhere to go. Long shot short. Off the rim by Graham. And the Valkyries stretch the lead to 9. 42-33 on your Hanson Excavating scoreboard. After 3, 8 minutes to the third place consolation championship here from Bozeman, Montana in the Class B state championship tournament. I'll be back with the fourth quarter in conclusion of the ballgame here from Bozeman, Montana. All right, fourth quarter time. And Bigfork with the basketball. 8 minutes to the consolation championship into Gunlock from Barrett. And here we go. Gunlock will get it over to Barrett. Back to Gunlock, top of the key. In the corner to Davey. Davey looking out to Barrett, top of the key for Bigfork. Going to be patient. Gunlock underneath. Nadu. Look, step back jumper off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Nielsen for the Scotties. Quickly up. Westby over to Graham. Graham back to Westby. Westby over to Nielsen on the right side. And three-point shot on the way. Looks no good. Misses everything. Out of bounds. And Harsh getting the rebound. Bigfork needs to box her out. She has 21 already off the bench. Barrett over to Gunlock. Back to Barrett. Barrett looking. Gunlock underneath. Got Chapius. Chapius looking. Gives it up to Davey. Davey in. Trying to guard. Out to Chapius. Chapius on the drive. Will give it up in the corner. Gunlock. Out to Davey. Davey top of the key. Three-point shot on the way by Ava. Davey drains the three. 45-35, 6:55 to go on your Flathead Mortgage scoreboard. So the Valkyries hitting some big shot. The freshman knocked away. Chapius diving on the ground trying to pick it up. This is knocked away by Barrett. It'll be off Chapius and the Scotties basketball. 6:46 to go. 10-point lead for Bigfork. Graham trying to get it in. Gets it in to Westby. Back to Graham. Back to Westby, top of the key. Looking into Harsh. Harsh looking to drive. Harsh off the glass, scores two. Gunlock to inbound. Gives it to Barrett. Back to Gunlock to Chapius. Chapius across the timeline. Looking. All the way to the basket. Chapius scores on the drive. 6:20 to go. In the corner. Ani, guarded by Bigfork. Going to make it, nearly throw it away. Westby with the basketball. Over the corner, Nielsen. Nielsen, three-point shot of the way is good by Nielsen. Inbound to Barrett. Barrett looking. Gives it up to Chapius. Chapius. And Chapius called for the traveling violation. Timeout taken by Bigfork. 5:57 to go, 47-40. Now on your Gilliard Painting scoreboard as the Valkyries lead this one in a battle. They need to slow down Harsh. Harsh with 23 off the bench. Gunlock leading the way with 17. Barrett with 12. Pretty much field goal. Scotties shooting 42%. Bigfork 41. Bigfork 6 of 14 from three-point range. 3 of 12 for the Scotties. Free throws 9 of 14 for the Scotties. 7 of 10 for Bigfork. Rebounds. The Scotties out-rebounding them 28-19. That's got to change. 8 assists for Bigfork, 3 for the Scotties. 47-40, 5:57 to go here. And a full timeout. And I'll be back here in Bozeman, Montana. All right, back in Bozeman, Scotties basketball in the front court. Into Nielsen. Nielsen back to Graham. Graham with the basketball. Feeds it underneath. Ani at the free throw line. Short in the basketball for Bigfork. Harsh with the basketball. Trying to go up off the glass. Misses it. Grab as a rebound. There's Nadeau and Harsh. And held ball. It will be Scotties basketball with the possession arrow. 5:40 to go. So got Hart to miss and got the layup. And turnover on Glasgow. 5:38 to go, 47-40. Barrett inbound, Gunlock. Over to Jort. Jort across the timeline. Gives it up to Nadeau. Nadeau saved by Harsh out of bounds. Nadeau's got to go get that basketball. Harsh underneath. Nadeau right there. Harsh scoring off the glass for 2. Gunlock with the basketball. Will give it up to Harsh. Nearly steals it away. And off of Harsh. Barrett to inbounds. Chapius back in the ball game for Bigfork for Jort. 5:14 to go. Gunlock. Barrett with the basketball across the timeline for the Valkyries. 47-42. 5:11 to go. Barrett with Gunlock with the basketball out near half court. Guarded by Graham. Back out to Barrett. Gunlock thought about the three. Going to drive baseline up off the glass. She's going to get fouled by Harsh. That's going to be Harsh's third. As she took it right at her. Her third personal. 16 foul. Gunlock at the line to shoot 2 for the Valkyries. Shot up. In and out. And Gunlock will get one more with 4:57 to go. Makes the second one. 48-42, 4:57 on your Gilliard Painting scoreboard. Over to Westby in the corner. Nielsen looking underneath. Ani back out to Nielsen. Tipped away. Davey with a steal. Quickly up. Got Barrett underneath. Gives it to Gunlock. Gunlock off the glass for 2. Good passing by the Valkyries and another assist. 50-42. 4:33 to go. Westby over to Nielsen. Back to Westby. Westby over to Graham. Graham three-point shot on the way is good from the left side. In to Chapius. Chapius looking. Finds Gunlock. Gunlock in the backcourt. Looking up. Gives it up to Barrett. Barrett looking. 4:15 to go. Over to Davey. Davey thought about the three. Pulls it out. Gunlock top of the key. Three-point shot on the way. Good by Braden Gunlock. Ice. 53-45, 4 minutes to go. Heck of a consolation championship game. Graham back to Westby. Over to Graham. Out to Westby. Underneath Ani. Ani off the leg of Barrett. On the floor is Davey. Davey gets it up to Gunlock. Gunlock going to pull it out for Bigfork. Don't have the numbers. And a smart play there by the freshman. She'll give it over to Davey. Davey to Chapius. Chapius looking. Shot up. Off the glass, no good. Runs down her own rebound. Gets it up. Barrett, three-point shot on the way. Too strong. And out of bounds off Bigfork. It'll be Scotties basketball. And timeout taken by Glasgow. 3:31 to go here. 53-45 on your Glacier Bank scoreboard. Go Vikes and Vals with your friends at Glacier Bank, member FDIC. I'll be back here from Bozeman, Montana as the Valkyries lead this one 53-45 on your Glacier Bank scoreboard. All right, welcome back, Bozeman, Montana. Glasgow basketball trailing by 8, 53-45, 3:30 to go here in the ball game. Possession arrow belongs to Bigfork. Out. Over to Nielsen. Nielsen looking underneath. Ani looking to spin. Get it out. Blocked shot by Davey as the shot went up off of Glasgow. And Davey blocks the attempt there by Graham. And Bigfork with the basketball, 3:19 to go. Chapius inbounding, gets it to Gunlock. Gunlock now with the basketball in the backcourt. She'll bring it up the left side. The freshman. Not playing like a freshman, definitely playing beyond her years, and as she done all year. Into Nadeau. Nadeau knocked away by Glasgow. It'll remain Bigfork basketball. And coach telling her, hey, don't force that ball in there. 3:05 to go, 53-45 on the Bigfork Harvest Food scoreboard. And Gunlock to inbound for the Valkyries. She'll get it out to Davey. Davey looking to drive. Davey back out. Gets it out to Barrett. Barrett on the right side. Gunlock, top of the key. Under 3 to go. Gunlock, got to go. Gives it up to Chapius. Chapius looking underneath. Davey goes down. Looks like she hurt her ankle. Chapius, backdoor, scout and they do. Knocked away, stolen by the Scotties up to Graham. Off the glass and good. Reject that harsh. Into Barrett from Chapius. Bigfork with the basketball. Quickly up, Chapius across the timeline. And timeout taken by Bigfork. A 30-second timeout by the Valkyries. 53-47, 2:28 to go. Look at the foul situation. 3 against Bigfork, team fouls. 6 against the Scotties. So the next one puts the Valkyries in a 1-and-1 bonus situation. 2:28 to go. 53-47. Scotties shooting 45%. Bigfork 41%. Bigfork 7 of 16 from three-point range. 4 of 14 for the Scotties. Free throws 8 of 12 for Bigfork. 9 of 14 for the Scotties. Rebounds Bigfork being out rebound, 30 to 12. 10 assists for Bigfork, 6 for the Scotties. Barrett to inbound on the near side for the Valkyries, stacking it up. Can get it in the backcourt, gets it to Chapius. Chapius looking. Finds Davey. Davey on the drive, shoots it up short, misses the layup. Got to have that. Westby quickly up. We'll give it up to Ani. Ani looking underneath for Graham. Cross court. 3-point shot on the way. Misses it. No good. Rebounded by Nielsen on the shot by Graham. Ani underneath. Sabrina. Graham. Shot up. No good. And Graham Harsh gets her own rebound. Ball's on the floor. Tying it up. Held ball as Barrett gets on the court. And Valkyrie basketball. 1:57 to go. 6-point lead. 53-47 here in Bozeman, Montana Consolation Championship ball game here on the girls' side. Touchdown pass going to Gunlock. Gunlock going to go and bring it out. Going to feed it up to Barrett. Barrett thought about it. Thought better. Going to drive. Drive up. Left hand. No good. Chapius with the rebound. Goes up. Gets blocked. And Gunlock comes up with a rebound. Foul called on the Scotties. And Chapius will get 2. Or check that, 1-and-1 for Chapius. Chapius, 1:46 to go. 1-and-1 situation. Chapius shot up. Bounces off, no good. Rebounded by Harsh. Harsh with the basketball. Gets it over to Nielsen. Nielsen in the front court for the Scotties. Gets it underneath, throws it way over. Pass intended Nielsen. Intended for Ani. Ani only 5'7". That's thrown to a 6-footer. Chapius inbound. Gets it to Barrett. Barrett in the backcourt. Guts up to Chapius. Chapius will bring it across the timeline. Chapius looking to drive. Gets it out to Davey. 1:25 to go. Davey with the basketball. Bigfork in a bonus situation. Davey mugged right there. Fouled. And finally, a whistle blows. And Davey will go to the line for a 1-and-1. Harsh fouls out with their 5th. Really good ball player for the Scotties. She fouls out with 27. Davey to the line, 1-and-1 for Bigfork. 8-team foul now. Short on the Gunlock gets the rebound. Will bring it out for Bigfork. Gives it up to Barrett, 1:14 to go. Chapius nearly loses it. Chapius with the basketball. Looking. Gives it up to Barrett. Barrett up off the glass. Scores 2 with 1:02 to go. 55-47. 8-point lead. Under a minute. Quickly. Over to Ani. Back out to Graham. Misses the rebound. And Gunlock will get it. Gets it up to Chapius. Foul by Graham in the backcourt. And that'll be the 19th foul. And Gunlock to the line for a 1-and-1. Next one will put him in the double bonus. That foul's on Graham. And Gunlock to the line for Bigfork. Shot up. Nothing but the bottom of the net. 56-47, 9-point lead with 46.9 to go. And Gunlock, second shot is good. 10-point lead, under 50 to go. 57-47. Westby quickly up. Graham, long three. Off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Nielsen. Get the rebound. Graham going to shoot another one. Off the rim, no good. This time, Barrett with the rebound quickly out to Davey. Davey on the breakaway. Going to lay it up. Off the glass for two. 59-47, 12-point win lead. 23 seconds to go. Shot in the way, 3-point. Hits the 30-second clock, shot clock, out of bounds. No good. Bigfork basketball, 12-point lead, 19.2. Chapius to inbound. Gets it into Barrett. Barrett's in the backcourt. Double bonus for Bigfork. Gets it up to Chapius. Chapius looking. Chapius got to get it across the timeline. Here comes Chapius. Across the 10-second violation. 6.8 to go. 12-point lead for Bigfork on your Bigfork Harvest Foods scoreboard. And they're up by 12, 6.8. Well, the Valkyries are going to get some hardware. And inbound. Nielsen will give it up to Graham. Back to Nielsen. Over to Westby. 3-point shot in the way. No good. Rebounded. And Nelson scores the bucket. So a 10-point win. 59-49. In third place for Bigfork. Nice job by the Valkyries. And we'll get your full game stats, hard work coming. And Bigfork fought their way through and win this one 59-47 against a valiant Scotties team. Yeah, they'll get some hardware. I'll try to talk to Gunlock, Coach Gunlock, and the rest of the team here. I'll be back with your full game stats as the Valkyries win this one 59-49 on your Gunlock Construction scoreboard. So nice job. Senior goes out. Barrett Martins as well as Hannah Ayers with a third place trophy and hardware for Bigfork. So pictures abound as they get presented their hardware. Nice job after losing to Jefferson in the first round to come all the way back and battle for and get the third place. Take your hats off to them. Nice job, Valkyries. Like I said, I thought the championship game was in the first game against Jefferson. Would have been a heck of a battle in the championship. And hardware for Bigfork, bring it home. And all these fans that stayed to watch, and the boys team stayed here as well. And I'll try to get Coach Gunlock and some of the players here, especially. Okay, and I'll be back with your full game stats. All right, welcome back to Bozeman, Montana. Final, the Valkyries win this one 59-47, earn the third place trophy and hardware. Post-game brought to you by Gunlock Construction, Troy Gunlock General Contractor, complete home design, rebuilds, builds, and remodels. 406-250-2396 or tgunlockconstruction@gmail.com. Still waiting for Coach Gunlock and a couple of players so I can talk to here on the post-game show. If I get them over here. But I'll give you your full game stats as Bigfork bringing home some hardware. 59-49 your final. The big player for Glasgow coming off the bench, Sabrina Harsh, 27 points, and she had 15 rebounds, so a double-double for her. For them, they shot 39%, 18 for 46, 4-19 from three-point range, 21%, 64%, 9 of 14 from free throw line. For Bigfork, overall, 37.5%, 27% in quarter two, 50% in the third quarter, and about 55% in the fourth. 21 of 50, 42%, 7 of 16 from three-point range. That's 44%, and 10 of 14, 71% from the free throw line for the Valkyries. Overall, leading the way, Gunlock with 25, 14 by Barrett, 12 by Ava Davies, 6 by Nadeau, 2 by Chapius. But Chapius, 9 rebounds total, 4 offensive, 5 defensive rebounds. Gunlock also had 8, 7 offensive, 1 defensive rebounds, always going after that loose ball. So hopefully get Coach Gunlock over here. Everybody try and take pictures and talk to him over there. Overall, let's turnovers. Big time, Bigfork, 28 turnovers. And Courtney will probably tell you that's not good, but overcome 28 turnovers, that's pretty good because of what kind of team you are. You kept fighting defensively. 17 by Glasgow. In the paint, 24 apiece. Second champ points, Glasgow 18-10 for Bigfork. Fast break, 7-4 Bigfork. Bench scoring, 27. Obviously, Sabrina Harsh coming off the bench for Glasgow, 27-0. Bigfork really didn't use their bench. Jort played a little bit. I think Gambata came in for a short stint when we got in foul trouble, but overall, the starters played most of the game for Bigfork. They win this one 59-49, a 10-point win. Got about to their average scoring here. And looking to see if they'll come over and talk to me. I'll text her and find out. So trying to get her attention, see if she'll come over and talk to me with a couple of players. And thank you, Diane Felton, listen out there. And thank you I appreciate the kind words from you as well. Boys Consolation Championship, Lodgegrass taking on Shelby in the next ball game. And still trying to see if I can get Courtney over here. If not, that doesn't happen, then, it is what it is. We'll wrap things up, but I know you want to hear from them out there and like to record that as the Valkyries take some hardware home in Bozeman, Montana. Young team. That'll set things up for next year for Bigfork. And a nice job by them. Gunlock with 25, 12 for Davey, 14 for Barrett. So who's been leading the scoring all year long? The same usual suspects for Bigfork. So hang on, let me see if I can get her to come or not. Also, a big thank you out there. Diane, thanks for listening as well. All you folks out there paying attention to the broadcast and listening all year. Again, thank you to all my sponsors, making things possible. Bigfork Harvest Foods, Montana Athletic Club, Gunlock Construction, Flathead Lake Lodge, Hanson Excavating, Flathead Mortgage, Gilliard Painting, and Glacier Bank. 5 games here in the state tournament for the Valkyries and 3 for the Vikings here as Bigfork loses to Jefferson on the first day and plays 3 more, make that 4 games total, not 5. So Bigfork celebrating over there. And I don't think I'm going to get them over here. That's fine. Let them celebrate. And maybe we'll do an interview later with them. Because I can wrap things up here from Bozeman, Montana, as the Valkyries win this one 59-49. Get the third place trophy, some hardware for the Valkyries. And that'll do it for me. Great season this year, both for the Vikings and Valkyries. Valkyries overall, if you take a look back, they finished the season at 25-2, not bad. And a young team coming back next year. So that'll wrap things up for me here in Bozeman, Montana. Valkyries go out winners in their final game of the season, 59-49 here from Bozeman. James LaFontaine, the voice of the Vikes, the Vals, thank you for joining me on BFSD Events Valkyrie Basketball here. And that wraps it up for the season.